Man, let's see, man. Let's see. I don't want this. Uh, uh, let's see if it's gonna work how I want it to work. I don't know how to do it. Machiavelli Mills TV. First time using StreamYard. Let's see how this go. You know, my young one probably about to wake up in a little minute, so he might hop on with us. But it's all right. We ain't tripping about it. We ain't tripping about it. I hear you, Chris. Or I do other. You can watch it do other stuff. What's up, Donnell? What's the word, boss? How you feeling, man? Oh, what? That's how StreamYard work. You can watch and do other stuff at the same time. You can't do that on regular live stream. What's going on, y'all? Talk to me in the chat. This is my first time using StreamYard. We're gonna see how this works. They told me I only get 20 hours of free streaming on StreamYard per month. After that, I gotta pay. I'm not paying 45 a month. So we'll keep it going. Great, bro. I just had a date with my dream girl. Donnell, you stay on dates, bro. You be moving and grooving. Throwing on that cologne. I know you was talking about the you told me to do the cologne video. I know you be out here throwing on that cologne, splashing it on you. A little bit going on the dates. I feel you, bro. Where you go out to? Join, drop the link. Hold on. Let me see how to do this. Let's see. Let's see, my boy. Hey, hold on. Let me see. Y'all still can hear me? All right, hold on. All right, let me go see if I can drop the link, man. I'm trying to figure out how to work this, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Post comment. I don't know, maybe that'll work. But then it's telling me to invite guests too. I'm trying to figure out how to work this thing, y'all. Get invite at the bottom. Mm, say guest. It say guest, invite guest. Uh, man, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. What do y'all got to click the link and I got to let y'all in? Tap in to people. Let's see. Look, I'm on the fly. I'm trying to see how to do it. See how to do it. Let's see. Guest constraints today on. Our instructions for guests. So let's see. Damn. Jaguar going and hating again. I figured. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to figure this one out. Let's see. If y'all tap the link, it's not working for y'all. I guess not. I don't know. Hmm. I guess not. Let's see. Let's see how I can get this going. Because when I hit invite guests, let's see, it tell me to just copy the link. Copy. What happens if y'all hit that link? Tap on the people. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Damn, let's see. But what it do when I do that? Let's see. Hold on. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tapping on y'all. And but for whatever reason, let's see. Oh, I see how to do it. I got you. I got you now. Now I see how to do it.
There you go, man. You got it.
I got you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I ain't know how to, I'm like, how to do this, how to do this. What's going on with you, man?
Man, what's going on, man? Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'll be chiming at your shows, man. Just keep doing what you're
Oh no,
doing. Keep applying that pressure.
oh no, man. I appreciate you keep, always tuning in for me or tuning in with me, man. It mean a lot
Yeah,
to me. Like I say, my
yeah.
channel it's small, but I'm trying to keep it going
Nah,
and
it's
get it going.
growing. I remember when you had like 4 or 5 thousand subscribers, man. You up over 10,000, man. So you doing something right.
Nah, I appreciate it, boss. I ain't even know you been here that long, man. I mean, you've been here for a
Yeah.
while, man.
Yeah, I've been here for a while. I catch your streams, man. You talking about different stuff, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. But yeah, StreamYard is the way to go for your streaming, man.
I got you. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, a couple of y'all told me to do it. At first I had because like I said, I'm going through the Leslie, he sleep right now. He probably gonna be waking up telling my son finna. He probably gonna
Yeah,
wake up in a minute. But no, so a few of y'all had told me to do it for a while. But at first I was going to like the Play Store and I couldn't
yeah.
find it in the Play Store. But I guess I went through the browser and doing it
Yeah,
just
it's a
looking.
browser. It's a
Yeah,
browser
yeah.
link, man.
Yeah, and that's I was like, okay, cool. So I set it up the other day. I'm like, let me play around with it and see how to work it. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me see. But like I say, I'm like, I don't want to be playing around and then they'll be on the live stream like, what he doing? What he doing? But
Nah,
I needed
it's,
y'all to help me figure this out because
nah. StreamYard is the way to go, man. I use StreamYard myself, man. Like when I go live, I have probably about because when I first started with StreamYard, I had the free version. Then I took the paid version at 25 because it gives you more options. And now
yeah,
StreamYard has upgraded. Now they raised that price up to $44.
45 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it has a lot of features that a lot of people don't use. And a lot of people hit me up and ask me how I do everything in StreamYard when I do it on my platform. So I got mine kind of laid out to like where it looks like it's a whole studio. So you can do all that in because you can make the custom overlays, you can make
okay.
the custom backdrops. So like you can have a picture on the backdrop, but
Oh,
it's the way to
smooth.
go,
Okay.
man. So
Got you,
like you
got
can have like you drop the link. Like if you want people to come on your show, all you got to
yeah,
do is do what you do, copy the link, drop it in your thing, and let them click the link, and you can add them to your conversation. So you can have like a panel discussion, so it won't just be yourself.
got you, got you. Okay, so when I dropped the link, you clicked it, and that's why when I went to
Yeah.
click guest, you were able to pop. You popped up on it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you'll
okay,
see me come in down right where your camera is, and all you got to do is add them to the stage.
got you. Okay, got you. Nah, I appreciate the information, man. I was gonna ask, what else I was gonna ask? As far as okay, when after the live stream is over, I'm assuming just like regular when I live stream, it'll be available on the YouTube channel for everybody to see.
Yeah, because if you set it up through StreamYard, it'll ask you where you want to stream to if you're going
True.
live. So
Right,
you
and I
just
put
connect your
YouTube.
YouTube to it. Now, if
Right.
you want to if you just want to like record a video, all you got to do is go in there, record it without going live. You can record the video, and then after your video, you log back into StreamYard, you go to your past videos, and your past video will come up. All you got to do is hit download, and then you
And
can
that's how.
download it, and then you can upload it to YouTube.
Got you. Okay. Cool, cool, man, bro. I appreciate that, man. Y'all put me onto all the knowledge, man.
Now I'm telling you,
For
man,
real.
StreamYard the way to go, man. It'll elevate your lives. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Nah,
I see you're going live from inside your house, but
yeah.
like on your backdrop, you can put a picture of anything, man. You just gotta do the research. You can add into you can have animated backgrounds and everything, man. So you can
Oh yeah.
actually make a show like you're like in a studio, man. You just gotta play with the overlays and the backdrops. And I'm
Got you.
telling you, man, it'll bring your show to life.
Got you. Nah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah. And that's what I know you saying you could do all of that with 45 a month when you pay
Yeah,
for like the premium version of it, you could do
yeah.
all the other
But
things.
you
Okay.
also on the free version, like, see, you got that where it says powered by StreamYard.
Yeah.
That's going to stay there if you're on the free plan. But if you're on like a paid plan, you can put your logo there. You can
Oh, I
upload your
see.
logo. Also, you can have the
You ain't
ticker.
gonna remember.
You can have the ticker at the bottom as well. Like if you go
Yeah,
to,
I did see that. That you
yeah,
could put a ticker at the bottom, like ESPN back in the day. Yeah,
yeah. So then,
yeah.
like anybody make a comment, all you gotta do is click on the comment. You can post it to the screen.
Got you. Okay. Cool,
So
cool.
now, when like people come in there chatting, only thing that you want to do, since you are monetized on YouTube, man, you want to get that audience engagement, man. You want them to, support the channel. You want them to send them super chats. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. For
So
sure.
like that's what I've been doing when I go live, man. I'll be like, hey, don't forget to hit them super chats, man, because a lot of people want you to post their comments for free. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
hey,
yeah, yeah.
you running a business, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So,
I can't drop everybody's comment because like when I go live and I'm talking about the WNBA and things like that, man, my chat be
yeah.
moving so quick I can't get to everybody's comments. So if you
Right,
want
right.
if you want me to post your comment, hey, support the channel, $2. You can start out at $2 super chat. The super chat's
Yeah.
going up to 100 and some dollars, but yeah.
Yeah. Now you giving me game, man. I appreciate that, man. Like I say, I'm like, man, I got told a few people on like I didn't even start streaming until like a couple of months ago. So
Uh-huh.
just new to the whole just doing it and everything like that. But yeah, like it's like I'm enjoying it so far. And like you said, putting other people on the stage with you, hear people talk with me, that's
Yeah, because it'll come to a
zero.
point
That's
where you
love,
can
bro.
get. Yeah, you can come to a point where, like you can activate your members on your channel where people become members of your channel. So I
Got
have
you.
like
Yeah.
I have like 12 members on my channel. They come
Hmm.
in my chat and I bring them up on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the members get different perks.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Got you. Got you. Yeah. No. Chris, I don't even really got a topic right now. I just wanted to just test this out and really just see how this worked. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to Chris in the chat. Yeah. So I
Yeah, I
just
see.
wanted to like, yeah, I wanted to just see how it worked, man, because I never done this before. So I'm like, let me just see if I can get it to work right before I even focus on the topic. Let me see. Yeah. So he said throw him a wrench. I got you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm
Give
trying to
give him a wrench. Let him. You got to get some moderators on your channel. So
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
click on them when they chat. All you gotta do is click on it, and you can, set them up as a moderator if they want to be a moderator for your channel.
Got you. Now let me see. Let me see. When I do that one, now I'm doing it. Let me see. It ain't not. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta click on the I think it's the 3 buttons on the chat.
Right, right. Now I'm seeing star comment, delete comment, put user in timeout, ban. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. Let's
No,
see.
like go to your log on to another link, log on to your YouTube page itself. Because you're live right now, right?
Right, right.
So log on to your YouTube live, not from StreamYard, but just open up another link and open up your YouTube page.
Oh, I got you. It'll say,
And
hold on.
click on that guy's name, then click on Chris, and then click on the 3 buttons, and it'll give you more options.
So if I get out of the browser and go straight to YouTube, going to YouTube and go to the live, will
Now
it
you
keep
should be
me
able
right
to
here?
open up. I don't know. Are you streaming from your phone?
Right. Yeah.
But you should be able to open up another browser on your phone.
I'll open up another browser for the YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, go to your YouTube page. Keep your StreamYard up. Go to your YouTube page.
I got you. Damn. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
See, I'm gonna give you a prime example. See, I'm in StreamYard right now on the computer, and that's how my setup look inside of StreamYard.
I got you.
So you're able to do all this in StreamYard.
Got
You
you.
can go to,
That's tough.
you can go to dark mode, light mode, but like when you want to give somebody that wrench, all you got to do is like when you're in your YouTube, looking at it from YouTube live, and then just click on their name and they give you the options to add that wrench to them.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Got
Yeah.
you. Okay. Hold on. Let me see some. I see everybody popping in now. What's going on, y'all? New subscriber. I appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, I'm gonna try it, Chris. I got you, Chris. I got you. Because I made some other people moderators before on my live
Yeah.
stream. So I got you, Chris. I got you.
Nah.
But yeah, Steven, I'm on StreamYard right now. Like I said, a lot of y'all told me to check it out. So I'm like, let me go ahead and see if I can get this going.
I'm telling you, man, you can do a lot of stuff. You can add video clips into your stream. You can add slideshows, everything, man. So you can. I'm telling you, you just got to play around with it. It's a lot of things that StreamYard offers. Also, like if you're going live and you're talking to somebody else, there's a option where they can simulcast, go live on their page from your page.
I think I did. When I seen it, when you invite guests, somebody can do that, right? You saying?
Yeah.
I did see that option. I think when I was trying to get y'all on here, I think I did see something. I read something like that. So yeah, nah, man. Y'all, you put me on all the game, man.
Now you just gotta go in there and play with it, man. I mean, it's a lot of options, man. Like StreamYard to get you over the top. Just like if you want to, StreamYard gives you the options to like press one button. You can go live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all at once.
Yeah.
You just have to link. You just have to link your accounts to it.
Right, all at one time. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the way. This is the way to go. Then.
Yeah,
this is definitely the way to go. Then. Yeah. Okay, you can do all that at the same time.
Yeah, you can do it all at the same time, man.
Oh,
but look, man, I'm about to record me a show, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep applying pressure, man. Like I said, I've been around when you had 4,000 subscribers. You up over 10,000, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep applying pressure, man. And I know you talk about your son having autism. I got an autistic cousin, so I know how that is, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on and giving me that knowledge, bro. Next time,
anytime, man.
Hopefully we get you back on here next time, man.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm here to help these YouTubers out, man. I know how it is, man. It's room for everybody to eat, man.
Nah, for sure. Definitely,
All right,
definitely, man.
all right.
But
Salute,
go
my
ahead and have
brother.
a good show. All
Keep doing
right,
what
for
you're doing.
sure.
All right, cool.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's the word, man? Zero, man. I appreciate that donation too, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. First time going on StreamYard. So if anybody want to get on and talk to me, y'all click the link. I think I dropped the link in the well, y'all might not be able to find it. I'm gonna probably do it again so y'all can click it. If anybody want to get on and talk, y'all get on and talk, man. Like I said, this was just a test run for me. I just wanted to see how this would work and how it would play out if I did it. And so now I'm playing around with it. I'm figuring it out, man. So I appreciate it. Steven say, you cooking, man. Listen, all I know how to cook is breakfast food, bro. I wish I was like you, man. Let me see. Let me see. Imperial, so you say you watch both of us, man. My boy, what's going on, man? Oh, go to the new comment. He said, you on YouTube. Look up me. You right. You right. Look up. YouTube teach you everything. You definitely right, man. You definitely right. YouTube show you. I learned how to tie a tie on YouTube in college, bro. So you definitely right. You can learn everything on YouTube. But anyway, man, how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? First time on here. So yeah, man, we gonna try to do something different and come through here every now and then and so I can talk to y'all and put y'all on the platform. So that's how I came up, me and my former best friend. Oh, you fell out with your best friend? You fell out with him? You in traffic listening to it? Okay, got you. You riding through the crib, man. So Jabari, what's going on, man? Oh, you said her fell out with her. Oh, dang. That's messed up, man. But yeah, man, ain't nothing going on, man. I'm just like I said, getting on here trying to figure some stuff out. Hey, wait a minute. What talk about on your what you talk about on your channel? Oh yeah, that'll mess it up, Steven. That'll definitely mess up the thing. Tokyo Lloyd, man. I talk about some of everything, man. Sports, entertainment, news, life advice. I tell certain stories about me growing up in Chicago, stories about me being a teenage father, stories about me going to a HBCU, Mississippi Valley State. I tell stories about a lot of different stuff, man. So man, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I got content for everybody. So yeah, I talk about a lot of man, some of everything over here, some of everything. He said, right on, right on. What's going on? Where you from, Tokyo Lloyd? Man, uh, is the game probably on right now? What did D Rose say? What did D Rose said about Jordan? Oh, so basically Derek said his favorite NFL team, the Cowboys. Welcome to the club. He said his favorite. I'm from the South. My homies gave me this nickname: Saints versus Broncos. Who favorite team? The club. Who favorite team? The Cow. Oh, my favorite football team, the Cowboys. Y'all, that's y'all favorite squad, man. Say you from the South. Okay, got you. Where you from in the South? But anyway, no. Derek basically said that Michael Jordan would have been great wherever he went, but he became the black cat in Chicago, and he felt like he wouldn't have been the black cat in Chicago. And I don't think he was trying to discredit Michael Jordan or discredit the North Carolina, because North Carolina made Michael Jordan what he is, and he learned how to play ball in North Carolina. I don't think he was trying to discredit North Carolina. I think he was just saying like the marriage between Jordan's competitiveness and the culture of basketball in Chicago pushed MJ to keep winning, to keep winning, to keep winning, just to prove to people I can keep winning this if I really want to. You know what I'm saying? So Jordan saying, like in Chicago, you win one championship, you're gonna have people around saying, I bet you can't win two, right? You win two, I bet you can't win three. You feel me? And I believe I think he's saying Michael Jordan's competitiveness heard that and was like, what? I bet you I can win three in a row. You know what I mean? I bet you after I retire for 2 years, I bet you I can come back and win three more in a row. You know what I mean? And I think he was saying that the marriage between Jordan's competitiveness and the culture of basketball in Chicago was a beautiful marriage. And he thinks that put like a chip on Mike's shoulder to keep proving he was the one, and I think it got taken out of context. I think people thought Derrick Rose was saying, oh, Chicago made Michael Jordan. And I don't think that's what he was saying at all, because he said Mike would have been great and legendary no matter where he went. You know what I'm saying? I just think people, they heard it the wrong way. You know what I mean? I think they heard it the wrong way. Mm-mm. Would you ever go on Pop the Balloon? I would never go on Pop the Balloon. Y'all would never see me on that platform. Um, y'all know I do not like y'all know I do not like that whole setup of that whole show at all. I think the purpose of that show is just to create gender war conversations. Like a lot of these YouTube platforms, the purpose of it is to say salacious stuff, to be like real outlandish, because they gets clicks and they gets views. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think a lot of people just like they will have a girl on there will be gorgeous. She'll be fine, finer than frog hair, finer than a ticket on the dashboard. And you would have a whole group of men popping a balloon because she got on peach nail polish. Like, fam, what? What is we talking about? Her nail polish, you don't like her nail polish, or you popping a balloon? Like, they be on there doing stuff like that. That's why I can't take it serious. They'll pop the balloon like, oh, her pants too tight. Like, bro, what? What are you talking about? The girl pants too tight, dog? Like, it would just be, they be doing crazy stuff on there. So I feel like I'm being real with you. I feel like the show is just like made just to create crazy conversation. Like, what man worried about a girl pants being too tight? Like, let's be for real. Like, who is worried about that? The dude, the girl to come out, should WNBA players go on OnlyFans? Um, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say this. It depends on what type of brand you're trying to make for yourself. So now we want them to exactly, exactly. So men commenting on women's pants sound fake. Yeah, like crazy, but that's how they be doing on that Pop the Balloon show. It be a lot of that going on. And for me, it's like, bro, I'm not. Come on, dog. Like what? Or a guy will be on Pop the Balloon, and a woman will be like, It look like you got too many jobs. I can't even date you because you look like you got too many like stuff like, or it just be a whole bunch of silly stuff that leads to conversation on Facebook and men and women getting into it with each other. Y'all want a man with money. How you want a man with money? He working and you mad he working, and it just be all that type of stuff. So yeah, I just think that is that whole show is I think it's counterproductive to relationships between black men and women in particular. But people like it because it's entertaining. So they're gonna keep watching it. They're gonna keep watching it regardless. So yeah. But I ain't never heard of this balloon show, what it's about. It's kind of like a dating show, I guess. People trying to find people's match. If you don't like the part, everybody got a balloon in their hand, and then the prospect, male or woman, like if it's a man, it'll be women lined up with balloons in their hand, and a man will come out, and if you don't like the guy, the girls will pop the balloon if they don't like him. And then the person hosting the show will ask, what made you pop the balloon when you saw this guy? Or if it's a woman that comes out and there's a group of men with balloons in their hand and they pop the balloon when a girl come out, the host will ask, what made you pop the balloon when this woman came out, when you saw her or whatever? And then they'll explain why. And then again, it will be stuff like, you know, I heard she like Doritos. I can't date no woman that like Doritos. Like what? Like what? Why so many people disrespect 9 to 5 workers? I'm gonna be real with you. I think the rise of the card crackers. I think the card crackers uh have made 9 to 5 people. It's like trash people that work 9 to 5s because a lot of these dudes out here scamming, and scammers have made it to where they make it look like every young man out here is balling, and they can pay thousands of dollars to women that they don't even know. And so, like it's young women in particular who have dated these scammers, and they think that every man got it like that. Now, I believe I don't got the statistics in front of me. I remember my homie Derek told me something like the average black man in America is making like 40 something thousand on average. So like everybody ain't finna be able to drop a thousands of dollars on you when they meet you. You know what I mean? So I think the scammers have led to people disrespecting 9 to 5 working men in particular, because these dudes is out here getting it illegally. And when a person is illegally scamming people for money, they don't know the value of like, they really don't understand how much it takes to get how much it takes certain people to get a certain amount of money. Because they taking it. Average black man make 42,000. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, so when a person is scamming, they don't understand how hard people be working for this. All they know is, man, shoot, they getting it. They, you know what I mean? Shoot, that person got bread. You know, some, who scammers prey on. Yeah, the elderly for sure. I see. I don't really watch stuff like that. I roll up and watch something like Columbo or Dragon Ball. Man, I used to be a big Dragon Ball Z fan as a kid. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, they do scam elderly people as well. They definitely scam elderly people as well, especially ones who are older who might probably have some little dementia with them and all of that too, who aren't really understanding the signs of a scammer. Because a lot of older generation, like in the 80s and stuff and late 70s, they don't understand these scammers and how these schemes go. So they definitely get preyed on for sure. But my grandma not even 70 years old yet. So, she be we put her up on game. So she's still rather youthful. So yeah. Said DBZ is lit. Yeah, I used to be a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Said live alone. Nah, I hear you on that, boss. I hear you on that. Man, Wolf of Wall Street did a number on Wolf of Wall Street, Vegeta or Goku. I like Vegeta's story arc much better than Goku's. If you were asking that, as a kid, we all just was programmed to root for Goku because he was the hero, the all-around good guy. But I think Vegeta's story arc is better. His character arc story to me is better than Goku's. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Vegeta and Bulma are like a power couple. Are they? Yeah, I think Vegeta's story is unmatched. Yeah, some villains are better than the hero. Yeah, yeah. I think he's more interesting than Goku. When you hear all about his whole backstory, all of that, I think it's better. Let me see. My man say he wanna go. What's going on?
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How you feeling, man?
Pretty good. I watched some of your channel before. I'd say you have some good sports takes. Just like to talk just like to talk some basketball. So what do you think about the situation with Giannis, what he said today about possibly getting traded? And I
I
was
didn't even know he said that. What did he
yeah,
say?
so he said that essentially if the Bucks don't do well this year, he thinks they could trade him. My thoughts about that was that he's basically trying to angle to get traded eventually out of Milwaukee.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that man. Why
Yeah,
would
you
he
could
say
just
that?
Google it right now. Just Google it, you'll
Okay,
see it. Yeah.
that's crazy. So I'm gonna be real. I don't know if you might not have heard me say this or not. I still believe Giannis is the best. I mean, listen, Jokic is the MVP for sure. I still like without question. I'm not even questioning that. You said what's the name of this YouTuber? You saying 21st century cynical guy? He might.
Yeah.
You got a channel? Do you got a
Yeah, I do.
channel?
Yeah, I do. It's 21st
Okay, he
century
probably heard you
cynical
before.
guy reviews. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay, yeah, I really like Giannis. That's outside of LeBron. That's my favorite player to watch. But yeah, I don't know why I don't know if he thinks him and Dame Lillard don't mix or what, or you know what I mean. But I mean, he won a championship. What was that? 2021 when they won?
Yeah, it
2021.
was about like 3 years ago, but since then,
Yeah,
they've been like
and
kind of like struggling because it's like every year someone gets an injury. 2022,
Chris
Middleton
Middleton
got
got hurt,
hurt.
right?
Then
Yeah,
Giannis the last 2 years has been hurt right before the playoffs, and just it
right.
hasn't worked out well for them. I think the other situation is that Damian Lillard, he's not really young anymore. He's like 33, 34,
He
35 in
is. You're
that
right.
range.
You're right. You're
So
right.
his time is about to expire pretty soon. So I think Giannis could see that. So he's trying to kind of angle out of there that if it doesn't go well this year, I think he probably feels it's over for Dame. So he's trying to kind of have an exit strategy by putting that out there. That's what I think
Yeah, I saw. I
personally.
think a lot of people think it's over for Dame. Well, Dame really was never a defensive stopper either. And yeah, it's almost that window is closing, but I don't know where he would go as far as like where would he want to be at.
That's a good question because
Yeah,
I think it
I really don't.
really depends.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, but like yeah, when Chris Middleton got hurt, that hurt them. I remember that next year because they needed his shooting for sure.
They barely
Because
lost to Boston without him. I remember that year.
yeah, 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 and they didn't have any shooting for real. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they didn't really. And so you said Chris said he can go to Golden State with Steph Curry. With Steph, I mean, I remember that was the rumor at one point. I remember before he won, people were saying he could possibly go to Golden State or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like Giannis a lot. I like Giannis a lot. I think he's still a really, really, he's really fun to watch. A great player. But I guess we got to see. I guess we got to see. Man, yeah, I gotta. I'm definitely gonna look at that. Him saying it too, because I kind of been
Yeah.
unplugged from the sport world today. So
It just got my
yeah,
attention. I saw like the headlines. I was thinking like, how can you think you're gonna get traded? Like he's like the MVP type of caliber player. He's always top
yeah,
three in the league. So that's like you're never gonna get traded unless you want to get traded. That's the way I look at it when you have that type
right.
of
They're not gonna just trade him just because, right? Yeah, unless he forces a way out. And yeah, hey, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm excited to see the NBA season or see how a lot of these different a lot of these moves pan out. See how Paul George and Joel Embiid will play together. So
That's another interesting situation. I'm going to be bold here. I think
mhm,
Joel Embiid is on the decline. I think because of those injuries and what he said just
mhm.
recently, I think a day or two ago, he said he'll never play back to backs again his whole entire career. That's like heading into Kawhi Leonard territory. If
It
you think
is.
about that, just that's like a red flag in my eyes that there's something wrong. There's something going on.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that too. And beginning when Team USA basketball, Olympic basketball started, he looked so bad to me at first, and he woke up in the last few games. So he played very well the last few games, but yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I think something going on with Joel Embiid, and I don't know if it's gonna work. Well, I do like what's the young boy Tyrese
Tyrese
Maxey.
Maxey, yeah,
Yeah, I Tyrese is much better than I ever thought he would be. Really, I really like him. I'm a lie.
he
So I
kind
guess
of
we'll see how that works.
Yeah, I was about to say about Tyrese Maxey. He kind of reminds me of Tony Parker when Tony Parker was young in the league. He's very
Yeah,
quick, like Tony, has a good finishing ability. So that's who he reminds
yeah,
me of.
definitely. I like. Yeah, Tony was Tony was nice. Tony was very very nice. Yeah, I like. I think I was talking about when I was talking about Tim Duncan's legacy, and I was saying how a lot of times I think Duncan probably could have had more gaudy numbers had he not played with well then some people would argue he wouldn't have won without Tony and
Nah,
Manu, of course. But
I would say this. I'm biased because I'm a Spurs fan. I've been a
okay.
Spurs fan since just all the way going back to 1994. So that shows
Oh
you how.
wow.
Yeah,
You were the first fan for wow. Okay.
yeah, I'm like 41, so I'm early 40s.
Okay.
So I've seen it all. But
You
I
say Avery Johnson running the point for
I
y'all.
saw Avery Johnson, Vinny Del Negro as their shooting guard, Sean
Sean
Elliott,
Elliott.
Dennis Rodman, David Robinson, way back
Yeah.
in the day, just that squad. That was my team. That was my
Yeah.
first squad. I remember. You know, the ironic thing about that was I know you're a Bulls fan. So
Hmm.
when Michael Jordan retired back in '93, I was in elementary school. I was like 10 years old, right?
Right.
And essentially, when Jordan retired the first time, everybody was picking new NBA teams to root for because everybody was just
Hmm.
jumping on bandwagons since no one thought the Bulls would be back. So I
Right.
was trying to look for a new team that year, and I saw the Spurs on TV. They were
Uh-huh.
playing a game against the Orlando Magic back when they had Shaq, you know. So
Okay.
I was not a
Yeah,
fan
okay.
of Shaq at all. And in that game, David Robinson just outplayed him, and he impressed me. And I like Dennis Rodman because of the colored hair back then. So
Okay.
I got hooked on the Spurs, and even when
Yeah.
Jordan came back, I stuck with them. Just
Got you. Are you from Texas?
nah, I'm not originally from Texas. I actually lived in Massachusetts at the time, like an hour outside of Boston.
Got you. Okay. Got you. So but you were not a Boston Celtics fan.
No, they sucked when I was growing up. They were terrible. Like it was like early
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, around that time.
it was like early 90s, like just like when the Larry Bird era ended, and I had no memory of the 80s basically. So they were just
Right.
terrible. It was like D Brown, old man Robert Parrish around that time. Just they
Right,
were
right, right. The Chief came to play with the Bulls, I think. His last
yeah.
did Robert Prince come play with the Bulls for his last?
Yeah,
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 last year.
back in '97. He was on, like,
Yeah,
the championship team.
right, right. Jerry Tarkanian coached the Spurs. So funny. My brother's close friend by the name of Nick Irvin went to go play with Tarkanian in at Fresno. But Nick was only there for 2 years. But anyway, somebody's put in Jerry Tarkanian coached Spurs. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he
so
coached them for, like, a minute, I remember, just pretty
yeah, yeah. So yeah, San Antonio was very interesting team to watch. I bring up San Antonio a lot. Well, I don't bring it up a lot on the channel in my regular conversations because I was talking about Tim Duncan. I said I think Tim legacy is people don't look at Tim the way I think they're supposed to look at him
Oh,
because he did not play
absolutely.
with their bravado, with a certain type of he wasn't super like a casual wouldn't find him exciting. He
The
wasn't, dunking on everybody and hollering and yelling. I think it affects how people look at
Oh, yeah,
him.
for sure.
But she was superbly like he was an outstanding basketball player,
The
outstanding.
The guy
Yeah,
I would compare Tim Duncan to, not in style of play, because I'd say his style is pretty much different than maybe just a post, is personality-wise, Tim was more like Jokic, that he cared more about winning
yeah,
than just the spotlight or the attention. But
yeah.
and
And,
like, yeah, go ahead.
now I'm gonna say, and I think it probably got. Well, I shouldn't say that because it's not like all American guys are like that. So I'm not gonna say that. But Tim he grew up in
The Virgin
Virgin
Islands.
Islands. Yeah, so I think his what's the
His
word I'm looking for? His
demeanor.
aura was just a
Yeah.
different. He had a different aura about himself. So yeah. And so I believe, yeah, he wasn't going to be, with a certain bravado like a Kevin Garnett. He's completely different. But again, I
He was a
think
silent
people
assassin. That's why I look at him.
said again.
I say he was a silent assassin. He had like that kind
Yeah,
of
absolutely,
personality. Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that. Now I'm gonna say this though. You might not agree with me.
sure.
When you all beat New Jersey Nets, I remember watching that game.
Okay.
Steven Jackson hit some big shots for San Antonio
Yeah, he
to
did.
get up out of there. I don't agree with a lot of stuff Jack say, but I remember Jack hit some great shots for San Antonio that game, that closeout game. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah. So I have mixed emotions about Jax, but I'm always thankful for that '03 title because
yeah,
he was huge in that run. Because a lot of the guys were inconsistent back then. Tony was really young. Manu
yeah.
was really young. They weren't like stars yet. And Jax
Hmm.
was the most consistent player during that run. He also helped with like spacing, the offense because the previous year when the Spurs lost to the Lakers, their strategy was just to double and triple team Tim and dare people to hit open threes. And
Right.
no one could do that. But when they brought over Steven Jackson the next year, when they tried to do that with Tim, they couldn't do it. That was really the biggest reason why the Lakers lost to the Spurs that year because they couldn't double or triple team Tim. They were
Yeah,
forced to do the one-on-one coverage, and Tim was like dropping 30 every game. So
yeah.
Jax was the reason for that because he had lit them up in a game earlier that season. I think he dropped 30 when they tried double and triple teaming Tim. He had like
Hmm.
7 or 8 threes, and that was a lot for that time period in the
It
NBA.
was.
He did that
Yeah,
in the game. So Phil Jackson got scared and he stopped double and triple teaming after that game.
yeah. So that's what I say. I got mixed emotions about certain things that again, we not all always agree with everything anybody
Right.
does, but Dak does some things that I like. What are you talking about? But then but I give him credit as a basketball player. I think at times because Jack played for some teams that weren't as good, people kind of can forget he was a 20-point scorer for several years
Yeah.
in the NBA. Now again, he did it in Golden State, Charlotte, the Charlotte
Right.
Bobcats when they went to the playoffs for the first time, I think, in franchise history.
Yeah.
And I think it was a couple of times. Maybe he did it. I know he did it in Golden State. I know he did it in Charlotte. But he's averaging 19. He could really score. He could definitely score for sure. He could shoot very well. But he get most remembered for the Malice and the Palace a lot with the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, but didn't Antonio McDyess play for the Spurs?
Yeah, he did. He played
Yeah.
during I remember the season he played for because that was the year when the Spurs were the number 1 seed and they lost to the 8 seed at the time. That was the Grizzlies. That was back during the 2011 playoffs.
That
That
was,
was yeah,
when was that?
2011.
2011.
2011. Spurs had the number 1 seed that year
I'm trying to
and
remember.
the Grizzlies had the number 8 seed. You could go look this up.
Why
Just
I don't remember that. That is crazy. That's when Zach Randolph,
Yeah, Zach Randolph, young Marcus Gasol, Michael Conley,
Tony
Tony
Allen.
Allen. Yeah, those were their main guys back then.
Okay, yeah, got you, man. Wait a minute, 2011. Oh, I graduated high school that year too. Wow, that's crazy.
The 2011 playoffs is interesting because Spurs got eliminated in round 1, and the Lakers, I believe, they were like the number 2 seed that year, and the Mavs were the number 3 seed. So those two teams met up in the second round, and the Mavs
Oh,
ended up beating the
that's when
Lakers.
they swept the Lakers.
Yes, and the Thunder ended up going to the conference finals because they were on the other side of the bracket because they ended up playing the
Right.
Grizzlies and beating them in 7 games, and then Mavs beat the Thunder, and then they went to the finals and obviously beat Miami that year.
Right, right. Okay, that's why. Okay, man, that's so funny. I don't remember that Spurs and Grizzlies. So that's crazy.
I remember
Wow.
it well because I thought that was pretty much the end of Tim Duncan right there because he looked so bad in that series against Mark
Hmm.
and Zebo. And, it looked like he was going to retire because he just looked really done and washed. And during that
Yeah,
summer, he had some weird resurgence. He went on some diet or some training, and
he did.
he was able to extend his career like by 5 years. I don't know, something miraculously happened that just turned it around. And that's when
Yeah,
the
he
Spurs,
definitely did. Because Duncan retired in what, 2016?
2016, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was the summer that the Spurs actually traded for Kawhi Leonard because after getting embarrassed in that series, they felt they had to get more help. They had to upgrade their roster.
Yeah. He said people overhyped the 2011. Like, I mean, well, I think I'm gonna be for real. Dallas, they played phenomenal against them, man.
They were really
Uh,
good that year. They were just
yeah, I
lucky.
remember. I remember that closeout game. I think the Lakers hit a record. I mean, not Lakers. Dallas hit a record amount of threes. They had to hit about 30 threes or something crazy that game. It wasn't 30. It was some amount of. They hit a crazy amount of threes that game.
They
I'm saying 30, but I don't think it was 30.
Against the
It was something.
Lakers. Yeah, I remember that game. I think they beat them by like 30 points. It was like game 4, something like that. It was like something insane. Jason Terry must have hit like 8 or 9 threes in that game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they
remember that.
were,
Go ahead.
I said they were a great team. That's the year they added Tyson Chandler was there as a rim protector for them.
They had great chemistry. I remember
Yeah,
that Lakers game because there were some funny moments of that game. Like I remember Bynum just taking out Barea on that one dirty
yeah.
foul. Just that was hysterical.
That's
And
what Chris just commented that. Yeah, when he elbowed him out, he elbowed him out the air. Yeah,
like straight out of like WWE when he did that move.
definitely. If the
And
2011 Lakers make the finals, do the Heat have a chance to beat them?
oh yeah, I think Miami would have beaten them that year
Yeah,
because
yeah,
LeBron was fresh in his prime. Wade is in his prime. They have no one that can guard those two guys in the perimeter. And you got to factor in Artest. He couldn't check LeBron, so he would have been useless against them. Their perimeter would just have been completely destroyed because Kobe was not a good defender. He would have been lit up by Wade. And you got to
yeah,
look at Kobe's ego is so big. What he would have done would have been to challenge LeBron and Wade to outdo them instead of getting
yeah,
Gasol and others involved. That's what I
yeah,
look at how that series would have played out.
yeah. I think too. LeBron was really primed out. That's after the 2010 is when they lost
The
to
Celtics,
just right. This
the
right. He lost
LeBron
to the
lost to
Celtics.
the Celtics in 2010. I remember that.
Right. 2011. That's the year they played Dallas and they lost to Dallas. Yeah, I do think. I'm gonna say this too. Yeah, I do believe at that point that was Miami. LeBron was peak, as far as athleticism.
Yes.
Yeah, it was peak LeBron for sure. As long as LeBron James was not, he got into his own head that series against Dallas.
I felt he choked in that series that Miami should have beaten them. Just that he just like froze up in that series, like you
He
said.
did. He definitely did. Because they should have won that. They should have won that series for sure. And yeah, but I do believe, I believe Miami would have beat the 2011 Lakers for sure. Like you said, if LeBron James is LeBron James, none of them can stay in front of him.
No.
None of them. That was the same season. Was that the year the Bulls played them? That was the same year the Bulls
Yeah, that was the
played
year when
them.
the Bulls lost them in like the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
6 games.
Yeah, that was Derek at his
At his height.
his height. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I said at that point, the only person that I feel like they could recover after Derek beat him off the dribble was LeBron. LeBron would meet him at the rim.
Yep.
And get it off the glass. A lot of the people couldn't stay in front of him, but they were able to. And the Bulls, unfortunately, did not have another scorer that can go and get you. Luol Deng can get you 20, 22, 23 on a good night. He had some 30-point games, but he was not a guy that can consistently get you 30.
Luol was like a 16, 18-point scorer, usually consistently.
Yeah, 16, 17, 18, usually consistent with that. But yeah, the Bulls really and Carlos Boozer was a pick and roll power forward, and the Bulls were not a pick and roll team. So yeah, nobody else could really score like that outside of him consistently score. So once they got Derek out of it, It was really making everybody else beat you. And yeah, the boy in Chicago, we was hoping and praying. And I'm a LeBron, LeBron, my boy. I still root for the Bulls every time the Bulls play LeBron, though. Right. So I'm hoping and praying we could beat them. But yeah, he said Dirk was on that one. Yeah, Dirk was amazing that playoff run. Absolutely. I was happy for Dirk though.
I was too. He had some embarrassing moments I felt prior to that. That just like in 2007, choking to the Warriors in round
Miami.
one. Yeah, he lost to the
No,
Warriors in round one, 2007.
you right. You right.
That
And
was
I called that happening to our.
I did too back then.
Yeah, I remember watching the Warriors a lot that year, particularly because I had taken an interest in Monte Ellis. Monte was Monte's second year, I believe it was, and he won Most Improved Player of the year. He went from averaging like 6 a game to like 16 a game that year, 15, 16 a game. And so, but then I watched the team in particular. They just had a high power offense. Don Nelson, like I'll talk about Nelly. Nelly had always had high power offenses, and yeah, they just took Dallas heart.
Oh yeah, they did. Like, you know
Yeah,
what's interesting about that series? Like, I was like just a year removed from college. After once that series started, so I didn't
yeah,
have much money. But it was so frustrating because, like you said, I thought the Warriors were going to beat them that year because I'd
yeah,
seen the regular season matchups, and plus Dirk. One thing he was at the time, he was soft. And back then the league was still physical. So if you got
hmm,
physical with Dirk, he would freeze up and he wouldn't play well. That happened in the finals a year earlier against, Udonis Haslem. When Haslem
yeah.
was
You're right.
up, he disappeared. And I felt like he would be scared of Steven Jackson, that Jackson would intimidate him by roughing him up and being physical and getting up in his face. And just that was going to just cause him to freeze up. And it did. And the frustrating
Yeah,
thing about that was before that series started, that, the odds were back then for the Warriors to beat them. It was something like 5,000 to 1, something ridiculous. But
that's crazy.
I didn't have money at the time to put down, and I was trying to get money in from my dad. Jokingly, I was just like, "Give me $2,000. I promise you, I could flip this into a lot of money." I'm just
Right.
thinking, if I could have put down 2K, that would have been something absurd. Like I think it was something like 100,000 back then. Just so
Yeah,
frustrating.
man. I wish I was betting at the time. I was so young. I didn't know nothing about it. But I wish I was betting at that time because I definitely called them beating Dallas for sure. But yeah, for something because I remember, yeah, that's the team. That's the year Dallas went 67-15, I believe.
67-15, yeah.
Yep. And Avery Johnson won Coach of the Year. Dirk won MVP and got the MVP trophy after getting swept. I remember that. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that was tough. Yeah. So yeah, Dirk, I was happy he got that one to redeem all of that and to go out with a championship. Like I say, Dirk was always fun to watch for sure. But like you said, yeah, if he went against somebody physical at that point, yeah, it was over with. It definitely was over. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. You say you were living in Boston, like right outside of Boston at the time.
At the time, I don't live there anymore.
Right,
You know,
right. When was Marcus Camby at UMass?
he
What year
was
was
like
that?
early 90s. Like I think so. He was a draft in. Oh, I'm trying to remember. It was like the year before Tim Duncan's draft. So I think his draft of 1996. So he
Okay.
he played there for like a good 3 or 4 years. So it was like,
Got you.
yeah.
Yeah, Calipari, man. Coach Cal. Yeah, man. Coach Cal at Arkansas. And I forgot he went over there.
Cal
Um,
Perry is a great salesman. I feel he could sell anything if he had to do it. Just I remember meeting him once as a kid and just I was convinced, this guy could recruit because I remember telling him as a kid, I met him one time. I was like
mhm.
11 years old and I told him I liked the Spurs. And actually, no, this was like when I was 13 or 14 because I think that's when he went to like the Nets to become their head coach. And I
Yeah.
remember talking to him and I was like, yeah, I'm a Spurs fan. And then he started talking to me. He's like, oh, really? But you should root for the Nets. I'm going to tell you why. We have a great team. We got a championship program. We got some talent. We got this young guy named Kerry Kittles. The way he could present and speak, man, that guy can he's definitely has great persuasion skills. Like
Yeah.
he can recruit. Like I saw that when I was a young guy. I was thinking like, wow, if I could play basketball, I definitely would play for him just at that time. Just
Yeah. He's a great salesman. I can sell salt to a slug for sure. I remember. I watched Derrick Rose say he committed to Memphis because Coach Cal came to the hood of Chicago, the only one to come to his home and talk to him. So Cal always been a great recruiter for sure. My problem with it is I think he's a great recruiter, but as far as basketball X's and O's, he struggles in that area mightily at times to make
yeah,
adjustments. And so it's like he can recruit a lot of talent, but he doesn't know how to necessarily coach them up. Because
right,
with the talent that he's had, he should have at least 2 national championships, at least 2.
right. I
I
agree.
don't know how they lost when they lost against Wisconsin. What was that, 2015? Devin Booker was coming off of the bench, Karl Anthony Towns. It was what's the guy name? Trey Lyles, I think was on it. Was Trey Lyles on
Trey
that team?
Lyles,
I
yeah,
think.
Trey Lyles.
Yeah, Trey Lyles. Yeah. I don't think Wisconsin again. They were playing at a high, but I just feel like they had too much talent, and I feel like Coach Cal, his inability to make adjustments, I don't think he's great with basketball X's and O's, and that's why they lost that game. So yeah, that's the only thing with him. I don't think he's good at coaching X's and O's, but great recruiter though. Great recruiter. He can go get a lot of the top talent to come play with him without question.
For
And he can
sure.
get them to the league too, because I remember Daniel Orton got drafted first round, and Daniel Orton averaged like 3 a game. Big man, but
Right.
he had good measurables though. He was like 6'11", 6'10", 6'11", something like that. I think
He,
I don't even know if people even remember him.
I do remember Daniel Orton. I do remember
Ye-
him.
Yeah, he got drafted by Orlando. I remember that.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say Cal's recruiting is amazing. Just watch him get some top-notch stars to go to Arkansas. And this is Arkansas. This is not like some place anybody wants to go to, but you'll have a
right.
great team there. Just
Yeah, he can get them to come, man. He can get them to come and be with him. But I think I say his track record of getting people to the NBA. I think that's what they care about most. Like, okay, he
yeah,
can get us to the league. And somebody said you sound like Mark Cuban.
I sound like Mark Cuban. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he said you sound like Mark Cuban on here, man, for real. But yeah, man. But what was I gonna say? But you have a channel though. You said right?
Yes, it's called 21st Century Cynical Guy Reviews.
Okay, got
Yeah,
you. I'm gonna have to subscribe to the channel and check out your content, man. I appreciate you getting on here with me though, man.
you're welcome.
Nah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch some content and subscribe to you, man, for sure, for sure. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins team lost to Purdue. They lost to Purdue that year. That's what they
Yeah,
lost to.
yeah, they did. I do
Who
remember
was
that.
on that team? Etwan Moore.
I can't remember who was on Purdue. I just remember that Kentucky team was stacked. They had like John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins,
Eric
and
Bledsoe.
yeah, Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, Bledsoe. Just I remember that Eric Bledsoe. They had
Eric
him.
Bledsoe. Yeah. They lost to Purdue that
Yeah,
year. Yeah, turning the tournament had people, man.
and they looked dominant that year because everyone was thinking it was a wrap with them because they were just stacked. But it shows you the NCAA tournament. Just you can never assume because it's only one game, unlike like the NBA playoffs where you have like 7 game series, so you can't really pull off an upset like that.
For sure, yeah. It's just, you can't pull out. Yeah, anybody can be beat in a one game scenario. Anybody can be beat. We've seen that the upsets happen a ton of times. So yeah, you're right. Anybody can definitely be beat, man. But no, man. I appreciate you coming on here with me, man. I'm gonna try to see if somebody else want to come on at the moment. But I appreciate it, man. Y'all, you welcome to come on anytime I get on, man.
Sure, thank you for having me on there.
Oh no problem, man.
All right.
All right. Chris was hold on. A lot of y'all popped on too, man. Candy came in talking about Derek Anderson. Can't Derek Anderson was your guy, Candy? Man, let me see. My boy supposed to be woke. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. What's going on, man? Ugh. I'm back. I'm back. Let's see, man. Mm-mm, 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 mm. All right, man. Y'all still on? Y'all still on, man? If y'all still on, somebody else can hop on real quick before I have to. Am I dressing up for Halloween? Probably not, bro. Nah, I'm gonna have my kids dress up, but I'm not probably gonna put on nothing, man. Not this year, probably. I'm probably gonna do it next year and then go get on live stream with y'all while I'm dressed up as whatever I'm dressed up, whatever I get dressed up as. I'm probably gonna do it next year. This year, probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna have the little ones. They gonna be well. My daughter 13, so I couldn't. Well, she's still my little one, still. But yeah, I'm gonna have my son probably dressed up and my daughter. You dressing up Halloween, Chris? All right, y'all. Let me. My mom calling me. Let me get off here real quick, man. Y'all see my mama call coming through on here? I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but she calling me.